4,000 years ago, Chinese civilization rose and spread across a vast area, 1/3 larger than the United States. But for centuries, China was in turmoil. Separate kingdoms battled for power and control. Conflict and combat ravaged the land. By the 3rd century BC, one kingdom emerged as the most powerful and the most ruthless. A western province, home to a hostile, warlike people. They were ambitious, forbidding, and determined to conquer and unite all 7 kingdoms. They were called the Qin. Their unification of this vast land would create an empire like no other the world has ever seen. The Qin prospered in a region that was fertile and flat, with access to prime trading routes like the famed Silk Road, connecting them to the farthest reaches of China and beyond. Over time, the Qin developed 2 critical military advantages over the other kingdoms. From neighboring nomads and barbarians, the Qin mastered horsemanship. Simultaneously, they also changed strategy for waging war. Until now, wars had been fought by small platoons of nobles riding in chariots. But the recent discovery of new metal forging technologies led to mass production of weapons and the rise of a new type of warrior, the foot soldier. With this tactical breakthrough, the Qin launched an offensive to conquer all of China. As one kingdom after another fell, the Qin faced a new challenge: how to quickly produce enough food to fuel their now massive army. That responsibility fell to one man. His name was Li Bing. a Qing official who was one of the greatest hydraulic engineers of all time. Under his guidance, Chinese builders would construct a masterpiece of engineering. For centuries, the Min River had tormented the Chinese people, causing winter droughts and summer floods. Now, Li Bing was determined to harness its raging water.
Sumai! Bao! Temporado!
Santa!
Chen, 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 chen.
Patyan cha, pilala pa cha lichon.
Atu, Li Bai!
Isha cha, cha cha, tan, ba cha. Cha, ne cha 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 cha. Chào kinh linh sầm, chua mai chua bảo.
Chen, 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 chen.
Ngon yok, tapi sudah.
Sumai, Grace. What's up?
Tres. Ha, cha 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 cha.
Chen, 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 chen.
The centerpiece of his plan was a levee that would create a whole new waterway, a channel to control flooding, as well as to provide a water supply for desperately needed food production. But Li Bing had an enormous problem. Mount Jiang, standing directly in the path of his irrigation channel. He couldn't move the mountain, so he decided to carve a path for his new waterway straight through it. Long before the invention of gunpowder, it would have taken decades to cut a path through the mountain by manual labor using only hammers and drills. The Qing military demanded more immediate results, forcing Li Bing to devise a bold new technology. He'd let the forces of nature do the heavy lifting for him. First, heating the rocks through controlled fires, then dousing them with cold water. This caused the boulders to crack into small pieces that could be carted away. 8 years after he started, Li Bing had blasted an irrigation channel straight through the mountain. Now he had to construct the enormous levee that would divert the waters of the Min into the new irrigation channel.
Somai, Chowking, Laureate, Spaghetti Jalebi, 39ers, Chowking, Jalebi, Tene, Somai.
Thousands of workers were brought to the site, working with nothing but muscle and chisels, carving out the earth. Remarkably, Li Bing designed a levee that could regulate the raging waters of the Min according to the season. In summer, more water could be driven to the irrigation channel to prevent flooding along the river. In winter, the proportions were reversed, directing more water into the river to avoid drought. By irrigating a vast stretch of